It's just surprising, right? It's so unbelievable that Chris Pratt, who was well known for playing Andy Dwyer in the marvelous TV series Parks and Recreation, he was about 300 pounds when he auditioned for Parks and Recreations. How did the star of Guardians of the Galaxy reduce to 60 pounds, and that too in just 6 months? In those days, Pratt had also been known for his overweight transformation into a muscular body like Tomorrow's War, Avengers, Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. Hitting a career growth after his performance in Parks and Recreation, he was praised for an absolutely splendid performance and was even nominated for awards. Even in this high-paced career, one thing that was affecting his career was his weight. While talking with Pratt in an interview, not even surprised by the question of weight gaining and losing, he just replied, "It's nothing, but just the 3 or 4 hours a day of just consistent, ass-kicking hard work." For the show Parks and Recreation, Pratt almost gained 300 pounds, and as a result of the same, he lost several spectacular roles including Peter Quill, Star-Lord, and Guardians of the Galaxy. That's how the criticism of gaining weight even before making it big in the industry against Pratt came out. While discussing the factors that helped him, he started with the to-do list. Running, boxing, swimming, kickboxing, and even triathlon were the normal criteria of workout that Pratt followed. Going into the story, in the year 2014, while in the gym working out hard, Pratt posted a shirtless photo on Instagram in order to show the carved frame that he succeeded. With the help of a personal trainer named Duffy Gaver and nutritionist Phil Goglia to start with the 60-pound mission in the next year. Goglia changed his entire diet plan, pointing his caloric intake to 4,000 calories a day and adding lots of water. For the same, Pratt comments, "I was peeing all day long, every day. That was part of a nightmare." In addition to the same, he also developed a cardio power circuit workout. The same was done during the role in the Marvel movie. The routine included warm-ups, pull-ups, and pull-downs, hammer strength row, heavy dumbbell row, reverse curl, planks, hanging leg raise. Diet plan. By the way, he lost 60 pounds in 6 months for Guardians of the Galaxy. He told, he started giving his workout plans by way of running exercises, eating leafy green salads and protein shakes, and taking out alcohol. Since then, he's gotten ripped for every movie role. For his next movie, The Tomorrow War, Pratt lost nearly 16 pounds for his part as a teacher who gets transported to the future for a fight humans are losing. Apart from the severe workout sessions, Pratt also followed a proper diet with a lot of H2O and the calories of 4,000 a day. The actor documented his weight loss journey on Instagram, posting pictures of himself at various stages of the process. He says that he's already 12 pounds down and he isn't going to stop. As soon as the first picture dropped on social media, creating an exotic look in the movie with the action sequences and the flexibility along his physical strength. Takeaway: earning yourself a name athlete is something credible. Chris Pratt is not an athlete by profession or what we say naturally, but his determination and devotion to his art that he earned gives him respect as an international movie star. Not only did he lose weight in a period of 6 months, but also gained an inexplicable amount of stamina that allowed him to test his body on the set. As the spectator saw Pratt in the Guardians of the Galaxy or Jurassic World, he in a snap became one of the handsome and well-known actors of Hollywood. What do you think is the reason for the same? It's just the way he was different from his earlier roles both physically and by his performance. It's all about the little choices, says Pratt. Losing weight in a very little time needs discipline. Maybe one thing that is more important than discipline is realizing that in order to successfully transform yourself, your body is all about the little choices you make. You can identify the actual realization in Pratt's recent statement. "I eat that hamburger and that's 1,200 calories, and I'm gonna work out tomorrow and burn 800 calories. I may as well eat a salad here, still do that workout, and then I'm actually making progress." Even though the reality is that most of these carbs that you eat will either be used for energy or even will stay as fat in your body. No foods like no foods are immune from this simple truth. Accepting and choosing the right dietary plan strikes your goal and allows you to achieve the same. And finally, building a perfect body is merely the addition of all the 100s of these beautiful choices. Pratt highlights that your experience of life is far better when you are in good shape. From his acknowledgement, he says that life suddenly turns when you build into a strong superhero body, which is actually real fun. He added, "I have more energy, I sleep better, my sex drive is up, blood flowing, I'm less susceptible to impulse, I'm in a different mode." Amazing, right? It's really hard to be more appealing to all without getting in shape. Does that mean people with fat bodies are less appealing? No, it's not right. they're actually way too healthy, right? Why Pratt is more accepted is that he isn't like the fitness freak that we have around, but a man who lived both existence in a short period of time. Yes, in fact, simply living a happy and healthy life is more enjoyable as compared to getting into shape theory. But you wouldn't accept the same because a person who experienced both sides would say otherwise, right? For your kind knowledge, getting into shape is not helping you to have a new world, but instead you'll be looked at in an entirely different way. What happened in Pratt's case is like the birth of a new child, even though he is the same person we already knew. The mere conclusion is that you go into shape, you'll be different in the eyes of another. On how to reduce your weight, people usually comment in a very typical language of myths. And ever wondered how these myths are preferred? Firstly, my giving an advice, but not so in an advice. For example, the importance of eating clean foods. There has always been a lot of hype for good and clean foods, and as of the popular opinion, it's never wrong in eating a healthy meal with everything nourishing. But what Pratt chose was like every other person making a success by an ascription of eating the right food, eating healthy foods. Exactly, he notes to the fact that avoiding certain food items was necessary for his transformation success. He replied to a comment, "Yes, you can't have hash browns or burgers or anything fried. You can't have carbs." When people start mentioning their routine of having food along with the myth of all time, like it's upon certain food components that prescribes your weight gain or loss. Do you believe this? Guess what? It's completely false that the real thing is less pressurizing. Pratt says that he had a well-nourished diet composed of a wide variety of foods, like if was eating in the proper calorie level and macronutrients still gets him the same results. He added that there was nothing inherently special about his paleo diet that made him lose weight. And of course, your doubt is right, that even if he ate anything of carbs, he would still have gotten into perfect shape. It's all about some time and effort. Time here doesn't mean that time others show you, it's the time you decide for yourself. Sure, by the end of the day, all these Hollywood inspirational stories change and make many miracles, and somebody somewhere will get into good shape. While most of them have money, time, and what the actors have luxury. Appreciating the fact that actually you don't need any of those things, not even a single one. Critics comment to Pratt that if you want to build a body, the things you have to do is by spending very little money, working out like a few hours every week, having a flexible diet that doesn't mean you have to avoid carbs or any other unhealthy food as may be prescribed. Certainly, you don't have to do Celebrity Secret to achieve one thing. But the end, even if there were multiple and useful questions and lessons which would inspire many people for a transformation, Pratt made it clear that it's important not to be pulled by any one of those unethical popular myths like the stories which culminate. The answer to your question is yes. With proper workout, nutrition, and diet, you too can get into whatever shape if you want to. Also, without having to spend hours hitting the gym, giving up on your favorite food, or without the proper equipment without like a popular star. So that's how Pratt gained his reputation back with a fantabulous comeback. Hit on the like button and set the comments. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.